Welcome back for a new top 10 list. This time we are checking out 10, in my opinion, 10 of the best commons slash uncommons from what has become my number one favorite set of Magic the Gathering in 2024, and that is Duskmourn, House of Horror. First, we have two honorable mentions, and they are both uncommons. The first of, I happen to like a specific vial. A demon costs 7 to bring out. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature or enchantment. It has flying and trample. Also, whenever this enters, each opponent sacrifices a non-token enchantment, then sacrifice a non-token creature. Also, live or die, which is an instant, and you can choose one of two different things. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield, which can be quite useful. Also, it costs 5 mana. Or destroy target creature. Personally, I think the return creature card from the graveyard is definitely a nice little ability, especially depending on the type of creature. Now, first up, coming in at number 10. Cackling Slasher, which kind of reminds me just a little bit of the Wheelers, minus the wheels, from Return to Oz. Also, it costs 4 to bring out. Of course, it's a common. This might be good if you like horror theme type things in a pauper deck. Has Death Touch, which is definitely a nice ability to have. It's a 3/3. Cackling Slasher enters with a +1/+1 counter on it if a creature died this turn. So, if a creature did, you can end up making it a 4/4. For 4 mana, I think that's quite nice. Coming in at number 9. Raggedy Playmate. Of course, based on Raggedy Ann. 2 mana to bring out. Pay 1, tap. Target creature with power 2 or less can't be blocked this turn. And also, it's 2/2. Definitely nice, especially if you want to build up like a unique type of deck. It depends on your playstyle, but I know a few other cards in this set that would go perfectly with this card specifically. Coming in next at number 8. 7 to bring out, 4/4. Horde Sailor, or Collar. Uncommon, has haste whenever you attack creature, or rather, I should say, whenever you attack, create a 1/1 red gremlin creature token. Definitely a nice ability. Coming in at number 7. Of course, a core creature, heavily influenced by 80s, obviously. Savior of the Small. Costs 4 to bring out, it's a 3/4. Also, Survival. At the beginning of your second main phase, if Savior of the Small is tapped, return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from the graveyard to your hand. That is a nice ability. If you have a specific playstyle in mind, I would highly recommend it for that ability. Coming in at number 6. Costs 3 to bring out. Living Phone. It's a 2/1. When Living Phone dies, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card with power 2 or less from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So definitely nice if you're trying to get a specific type of card out. This definitely is something that could come in handy. Coming in at number 5. Communion with Evil. Costs 3 to bring out. Of course, uncommon, sorcery. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. You gain 3 life. So, not only do you get a card you may need, but also getting a couple of extra life points could be quite useful as well in a tight spot. Coming in at number 4. We're going back again to another creepy creature. Clowns, which I automatically always find creepy as is. So, gee, thanks a lot, Pennywise. Costs 3 to bring out. It's a 2/3. Vicious Clown. Whenever another creature you control with power 2 or less enters, Vicious Clown gets +2/+0 until end of turn, which is quite nice. So it ends up turning to a 4/3, at least till end turn, for 3 mana, and also the fact that it's, of course, a common is definitely something that could come in handy depending on, really, your play style and your taste. But definitely this could be quite useful in different types of horror themed decks, or if you build something like a clown deck. Though that's not as big a thing in Magic as it is in Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff. Next, coming in at number 3. Uncommon. And quite a nice little uncommon. Greenhouse, of course. Enchantment. First, costs 3, and then when you activate the other, costs 4. First up, lands you control, or rather tap, lands you control have add 1 mana of any color. Second, when you unlock this door, mill 4 cards, then return up to 2 permanent cards from among them to your hand, which is quite nice, definitely in a tight spot. And I could see this playing in a couple different green decks and being quite useful. Coming in at number 2. Insidious Fungus. Costs 1 to bring out, and I love this showcase art. Uncommon. It's a 1/2. Tap 2, sacrifice Insidious Fungus, and choose one of these abilities. Option 1, destroy target artifact. Option 2, destroy target enchantment. Or option 3, draw a card, then you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. So that is quite nice. And since it says land card, it doesn't say specifically a basic land, which is nice. So you can use a land card that comes in automatically tapped anyway, so it's not really changing the effect regardless. So this could still come in handy quite good, especially given the fact it only costs 1 to use the card, though you do have to pay an additional 2 to activate the ability. Still, I think overall, given though I think the destroy target artifact is another ability is quite nice and useful. Coming in at number 1 is a uncommon that a lot of people in one of the magic groups I'm in have been building commander decks around, and it's also a little head nod to Annabelle, which I think is perfect. Obviously, more specifically, it's a head nod to the Annabelle of the movies, as the real Annabelle is a Raggedy Ann doll. Regardless, definitely has become a modern icon in horror, so I'm not surprised they made specifically a card in honor of Annabelle. Not one bit surprised. Uncommon costs 1 red, 1 white. It's a 1/3. Legendary, of course, artifact creature. Whenever Abandoned Doll attacks, it deals X damage to each opponent, and you gain X life, where X is the number of creatures you control with power 2 or less. This card specifically is probably best in Commander, more than sadly Modern, or the formats I tend to play more. Though you could build actually a Pauper Commander deck around this card perfectly, as it is a legendary. And that's actually what I've been thinking about doing. Eventually get around, I've been thinking about trying to build myself a Pauper Commander deck around this card specifically, as there is lots of potential, especially with many of the other toy creatures in Duskmourn. But overall, this is a superb, great set. Stay tuned in the near future where I'll be ranking top 10 rare/mythical rares. With that said, I'll see y'all next time, and stay safe out there, as the world just gets nuttier by the day. This will be the last picture for the video. I'll see y'all again soon. It's going to background, by the way, is Organization 13 from Kingdom Hearts.